Well, at least it was shorter than this week's Elevation. I'm Jarl Recton with my review of AEW Dark, 12 matches, 92-minute runtime, though there were a few moments I think they could have edited out and probably made this about 85 minutes because there were quite a few awkward moments in some of these matches. A couple of them they probably should have just cut altogether. That being said, there were also a couple decent moments. Anyway, let's jump right on into it with the Butcher and the Blade, with the Bunny, Matt Hardy, and Private Party. They all need to be out there to take on the team of Milk Chocolate. After the jumpstart and the mugging, why did this match go past 2 minutes? Nothing against the team of Milk Chocolate, but if you are trying to make the Butcher and the Blade seem like a dominant heel force again, why was interference needed? Like, really, why was interference needed? They hit neckbreaker powerbomb 1, 2, 3, but seriously, why the interference? For this? For this? There was no reason to do that. Leva Bates joins commentary for Jasmine Allure versus Maddie Rankowski. Watching you, Rankowski, always watching. This wasn't good. Jasmine Allure is still in the beginning of her career, and Maddie, she is what she is. I'm not saying she's terrible. I'm just saying I don't know if she's going to get much better, and this was awkward. Leva does like how Maddie fists her opponents, phrasing, and hits an axe kick 1, 2, 3. So they're building up this feud on Dark. All right, is what it is. Chaos Project. Serpentico babysitting Dr. Luther, the Uncle Fester wannabe that he is, against Dean Alexander and Justin Law. Serpentico should go on at least some kind of singles run, even if he's just going to be mid-card, even if he's going to win some, lose some. This teaming with Luther is just not good. It's not good at all. And of course, Taz yells about you people out there. They're called fans, Taz. And then we get double knees off the top, 1, 2, 3. At least, Serpentico's picking up some victories, but this team just, it's not very good. I'm sorry, it's just not very good at all. We then get Sonny Kiss with Joey Janela taking on Angelico with Jack Evans. And look, Sonny can work, and maybe they'll feature him a little bit better in the future. I think they're building towards Sonny and Janela, disbanding and feuding on Dark, possibly Dark Elevation, because based on how Janela got upset at Sonny for losing a tag match recently, they seem to be hinting at that, which I guess is kind of smart. I mean, it's unfortunate because even together, they're just have hit a certain ceiling. Maybe they see more in Sonny than they do Janela, or they think Janela would work better as a heel. Who knows? Anyway, and Angelico can work, and I just don't care about TH2. And Sonny did some good stuff here, does very unique arm drags, splits into arm drags, and Angelico worked on the leg and eventually locked on the death roll lock and got the tap out. Okay, was what it was. Wasn't bad. It wasn't offensive. And then Max Caster talks about Alex Reynolds and the Dark Order, talks about beating everybody, including Hangman Page. Caster versus Page. That could be a pretty fun match on Dynamite. And Uno, Grayson, and Colt, speaking of the Dark Order, took on Barry Morales, D3, and Bill Collier. And it was fine. Really, really messy Chicago Skyline, though, pinned D3. I hope he's okay. He landed badly there. It's the Dark Order, so they are what they are. They wrestle fine in the ring. I don't really care for the gimmick, but I'm not going to shit on it. It's just there. And then we get Adam Priest and Casey Navarro versus Luchasaurus and Marco Stunt. Thankfully, Stunt was, not involved in this, and Luchasaurus hit a double choke slam 1, 2, 3. Because honestly, Marco Stunt does not belong in any goddamn wrestling ring. So, Diamante versus Viperus. Viperus actually does have a nice look and hit a nice Northern Lights suplex. Diamante, not good. Not very good at all, in all honesty. She got some, weird arm trap and then, scissored her violently for the victory, because a nice violent scissoring finishes anyone off. Don't ask me how I know that. Always delete your search history. So, Team Taz, Hobbs, Starks, and Cage with Hook! Why did Shivani say it like that at Revolution? I don't understand it. They took on Jake St. Patrick, Sage Scott, and Chandler Hopkins, who had a pretty good showing on Elevation. I would like to see them sign this guy because he has something. Or at least feature him more than maybe sign him later in the year. Anyway, Rochambeau later in the match, but Cage did a blind tag and then hit the drill claw on Hopkins. Ooh, more tension between Team Taz. Match was fine for what it was. I don't know why they're turning Cage face out of all of them, but it is what it is. It's also going to be weird if Cage is feuding with Starks and Hobbs, because I don't know if that feud's going to be really that good. Also, get rid of the FTW Championship. Big Swole, Kylan King, and Red Velvet versus Vert Vixen, Ashley Vox, and Delmi Exo. No clue who that is. I've never heard of her. I'm not saying that she's not any good. Apparently, I guess her and Ashley Vox are a tag team. I don't remember seeing them before on any other show. But you know what? If they're a good team, then good for them. I like Kylan King. I like Red Velvet. Big Swole has a great story. I don't think Big Swole's that good in the ring. Bird Vixen was all over the map, acting all weird and crazy, and At one point, there are some not very good dives that are hit to the outside. It's like, where are they feeding these girls in Rhode Island? A lot of fish. Okay, commentary just shitting on everything here at this point. Yeah, very awkward dives. We get the chef's kiss, 1, 2, 3. So Red Velvet gets the victory. Then Jade shows up to confront Red Velvet because we are continuing this feud. Michael Nakazawa, who is now known as MT Nazawa, took on Mike Magnum. Embarrassing. Flat out embarrassing. And nothing against Mike Magnum. I don't know who the hell he is. He kind of looks like he's trying to be Horace Hogan mixed with Hulk Hogan mixed with a creative wrestler. But I don't think that the guy is bad. I think that he had very little to work with here. And I don't know what the hell's going on. Friggin', Nakazawa does a 69-like maneuver. 69 me, Don, because that's something they thought should be on a television show. Fucking embarrassing by Omega and Callis, which is fitting for what they've been doing since they've been on screen together. And yeah, Michael Nakazawa wins a match that is pretty much, one of the worst things I've seen this year. I'm probably not going to rate it on my worst matches of the year, even though I could, because I think Dark, you're bound to see some bad matches. I really should just reserve it for Dynamite. Should I put Dark matches on my favorite matches or least favorite matches of the year? Answers in the comments, please. So we get Miro and Kip with Penelope versus Baron Black and John Skyler. Basically, Miro and Baron Black have words. I think Baron Black has something. And Miro shit cans him, beats shit out of him, and then locks on the game over on Skyler while Kip does nothing. Because Miro, finally, they're deciding to use Miro as a badass. After his character credibility has pretty much been destroyed. But you know what? It is what it is. If Miro can turn this around, good for him. Marvelous Miro. So, Max Caster with Anthony Bowens, who is apparently almost back from his knee injury, took on Alex Reynolds with John Silver, who is apparently battling a shoulder injury. Hopefully he recovers. John Silver certainly does have something and really, actually can do some good fired up comebacks. So hopefully he's going to be okay. I like Caster. This was fine. It wasn't a great main event, but it was fine. It was actually probably the most acceptable match on the show. Reynolds may have hurt his wrist or forearm. Hopefully he's all right. A lot of injuries happening on this show. Boombox, distraction, and then chain to the head, mic drop, elbow drop, 1, 2, 3. That's it right there. One hardly needs to go on about this show, so I won't. Agree, disagree with what I said? Like, share, subscribe, Twitter handle in the description. I'm John Retlin. I'll see you soon.